But many people disapprove of what their leaders are doing. So, shouldn't you distinguish between the people and those in power in the West, at least with regards to values and morals?
Why should I? You taught me all my life that the West is democratic, of the people, by the people, and for the people. And when I talk about private sector power, you all say that it's a conspiracy theory. So which is it? Are your leaders the elected representatives in your so-called democratic government, in which case they represent you, or are your real leaders the unelected oligarchs and owners and controllers of global financialized capital, in which case they don't represent you, but you don't do anything through your so-called democratic mechanisms to stop them? Where's the loophole here that lets you off the hook? I mean, are you telling me that your so-called democratic system is more tyrannical than an authoritarian dictatorship, and that the people are powerless in an of the people, by the people, for the people system? Look, I've said before, I agree that most of the people in the West are victims of their civilization. There's no doubt about that. And I do have a great deal of sympathy for them. But there's no solution for you as long as you believe that your civilization got hijacked and it went astray. You've been this way all along. There's no solution in thinking that you can somehow get it back to what it was, because the way it was wasn't any better. If you try to go back 50 years, 100 years, or 1,000 years, it makes no difference. You're just going to find the steps that led you to here. The West has been moving in one direction the whole time, and it doesn't matter how far back you go down that path, it's always going to lead to the same place. It's always going to be the wrong path. The problem isn't where you are on that path right now, or where you were at some point in history. It's the wrong path. It was the wrong path 10 years ago, it was the wrong path 50 years ago, and it was the wrong path 2,000 years ago. You can retrace your steps as far back as you want. But no matter how many times you try to re-walk that path, it will bring you right back to where you are right now. You didn't walk the path wrong, it's the wrong path. And there's no way for you to get on the right path until you recognize this reality.